His Excellency, the President of Kenya, His Excellency, the President of Rwanda, His Excellency, the Prime Minister of Portugal, His Excellency, the Prime Minister of Serbia, His Excellency, the Deputy Prime Minister of Russia, His Excellency, the Deputy Prime Minister of Poland, Governor of Gujarat, the Chief Minister of Gujarat, Ministers, Excellencies, and distinguished dignitaries from India and abroad, captains of business and industry, ladies and gentlemen, Bale Padharo. I welcome you all to the vibrant Gujarat Summit. I also wish you a very happy, prosperous, and successful New Year. I fondly recall the modest launch of this event in 2003. Since then, it has been a very successful journey. I express my gratitude to the partner countries and organizations. Our list, which includes Japan, Canada, USA, UK, Netherlands, Australia, Denmark, France, Poland, Sweden, Singapore, and UAE. I particularly thank the initial partner countries of the vibrant Gujarat event, Japan and Canada. Many other prestigious global organizations and networks are also partners of this event. I thank you all of this partnership. Your presence is a source of motivation for business leaders as well as young entrepreneurs gathered here. Without your support, this event could not have seen 8 biennial chapters, each better and bigger than the earlier one. The last 3 events have been particularly big. The presence of political and business leaders from more than 100 countries and a large number of organizations from around the world make this a truly global event. I would urge the participants to reach out to each other and to derive the greatest benefit from this summit. You should also visit the trade show and the exhibition where hundreds of companies have showcased their products and processes. Gujarat, the land of Mahatma Gandhi and Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, also represents the business spirit of India. Through the ages, it had led in commerce and enterprise. Centuries ago, its people went across the 7 seas in search of opportunities. Even today, this state boasts of being the origin of the highest number of our people living and working abroad. And wherever they have gone, they have created a mini Gujarat. We proudly say, जहाँ जहाँ बसे एक गुजराती ત્યાં ત્યાં સદા કાળ ગુજરાત. In other words, wherever a Gujarati resides, there forever resides Gujarat. Gujarat is currently in the midst of the kite festival. May the kites inspire us all to fly high. Friends, as I have often said, India's strength lies in 3 Ds: demography, democracy, and demand. Our biggest strength is the depth of our democracy. Some people say that democracy cannot deliver effective and fast-track governance. But we have seen in the last 2.5 years that it is possible to deliver quick results in a democratic setup as well. Over the last 2.5 years, we have also evolved a culture of healthy competition among states. States are being rated on parameters of good governance. The World Bank is helping us in this process. Coming to demography, ours is a nation of a vibrant youth. The disciplined, dedicated, and talented youth of India offers a globally unmatched workforce. We are the second largest English-speaking country. Our youth are not merely looking for jobs. They have begun taking risks and often prefer to become entrepreneurs. On the demand front, our rising middle class offers a huge domestic market. The seas that surround the Indian peninsula connect us to some of the world's biggest markets, including Africa, the Middle East, and Europe. Nature has been kind to us. Our 3 crop seasons enable us to grow food, vegetables, and fruits in abundance. The diversity in flora and fauna is unparalleled. The richness of our culture and its living symbols is unique. Our institutions and scholars are recognized the world over. India is now an emerging R&D hub. We produce the world's second largest number of scientists and engineers. Our entertainment industry is making waves worldwide. All this helps ensure a good quality of life at relatively low cost. Friends, our government was elected first and foremost on the promise to provide clean governance and end the prevailing regime of corruption and nepotism. It is our vision and mission to bring a paradigm shift in the ways of our polity and economy. We have taken a series of decisions and steps in this direction. To give you some examples, we are bringing a shift from relation-based governance to system-based governance, from discretionary administration to policy-based administration, from random interference to technological intervention, from favoritism to level playing field, from informal economy to formal economy. In doing this, digital technology has played a key role. I often said that e-governance is easy and effective governance. I also emphasized the need for policy-driven governance. Online processes help bring speed and openness in decision-making. Towards this end, we are working to adopt and absorb newer technologies to bring about transparency and the end discretion. Believe me, we are on the threshold of becoming the world's most digitized economy. Most of you wanted this change in India. I'm proud to say that it is happening before you. You can see this. Over the last 2.5 years, we have worked relentlessly to realize India's potential and to set right the economy. The results have been encouraging. There had been substantial improvement in key microeconomic indicators like GDP growth, inflation, fiscal deficit, current account deficit, as well as foreign investments. India has become the fastest growing major economy in the world. Despite the global slowdown, we have registered excellent growth. Today, India is a bright spot in the global economy. We are seen as the engine of global growth. World Bank, IMF, and other institutions have projected even better growth in the coming days. In 2014-15, India contributed 12.5% of global growth. Its contribution to global growth is 68% higher than its share of the world economy. Creating an enabling environment for business and attracting investments is my top priority. We have to do this in order to create opportunities for our youth. With that spirit, we are moving towards implementation of some historic initiatives. This includes the Goods and Service Tax, GST, the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code, the National Company Law Tribunal, a new arbitration framework, and a new IPR regime are all in place. New commercial courts have also been set up. These are just a few examples of the direction in which we are going. My government is strongly committed to continue the reform of the Indian economy. Friends, we have placed the highest emphasis on ease of doing business. We have taken decisive steps to ease licensing processes and rationalize provisions and procedures relating to clearness, returns and inspections. We are monitoring implementation of hundreds of action points across various sectors aimed at improving the regulatory framework. This is a part of our promise of good governance. The outcomes of our efforts are visible in India's global ranking on various indicators. A number of global reports and assessments over the last 2 years have shown that India has improved its policies, practices, and enhanced its economic profile. India's rank has improved considerably in the World Bank's Doing Business report. India is ranked third in the list of top prospective host economies for 2016 to 18 in the World Investment Report 2016 released UNCTAD last year. Our rank also improved by 32 points, positions in World Economic Forum's Global Competitiveness Report 2015-16 and 2016-17. We have moved up 16 ranks in the Global Innovation Index 2016 brought out by WIPO and other institutions. We have moved up 19 positions in the World Bank's Logistic Performance Index 2016. You can see that we are moving close to global best practices. Day by day, we are getting more and more integrated with the world. Our confidence has been boosted by the positive impact of our policies and practices. This also gives us the motivation to further simplify our processes to become the easiest place to do business. Every day, we are further rationalizing our policies and procedures to make it simple for businesses to establish and grow. We have liberalized our FDI regime in many sectors and in various ways. India is today among the most open economies. This change in environment has been recognized by both domestic and foreign investors. An encouraging startup ecosystem is now taking shape in our country. This unleashing of the youth power is heartening. The total FDI inflows in the last 2.5 years have touched US $130 billion. The FDI equity inflow in the last 2 financial years was 60% higher as compared to previous 2 financial years. In fact, the total FDI inflows received during the last years have been the highest ever. The numbers of countries from where FDI is coming and the sectors in which they are being rooted have also diversified in the last 2 years. India is now the leading recipient of capital investment in the Asia Pacific. It also continues to be among the top 10 countries globally in terms of FDI inflows. But the story does not end here. India had left every other country behind in terms of providing return on investment. In 2015, India has risen to first position in the baseline profitability index. Friends, Make in India has become the biggest brand that India has ever had. It is directed towards making India a global hub for manufacturing, designing and innovation. मैं साथियों ये अनुभव करता हूं, मैं दुनिया में जहां जहां गया, मैं अगर 5 बार मेक इन इंडिया बोलता था वहां, तो होस्ट कंट्री के लीडर्स 50 बार मेक इन इंडिया बोलते थे। एक प्रकार से मेक इन इंडिया ये दुनिया की नजरों में भारत को एक इन्वेस्टमेंट का डेस्टिनेशन बना चुका है। भारत में राज्यों के इनिशिएटिव, केंद्र सरकार का सहयोग, ये संयुक्त प्रयास मेक इन इंडिया के लिए बहुत सारे द्वार खोल चुका है। इस अपॉर्चुनिटी का लाभ हिंदुस्तान के राज्यों के बीच में कंपटीशन पैदा हो, हेल्दी कंपटीशन हो, और वो भी गुड गवर्नेंस एंड इकोसिस्टम के आधार पर हो। कंपटीशन पहले भी हुआ करती थी। 15 साल पहले एक राज्य दूसरे से ज्यादा चीजें दे देता था, दूसरा तीसरे से ज्यादा देता था, देने की स्पर्धा होती थी, आखिर कोई नहीं आता था। लेकिन जहां जहां गुड गवर्नेंस को बल दिया गया, जहां जहां प्रॉपर इकोसिस्टम पैदा किया गया, जहां जहां रेगुलेशंस को ठीक किया गया, जहां जहां बिजनेस एनवायरनमेंट को फ्रेंडली बनाया गया, वहां पर अधिक मात्रा में दुनिया के बाहर के लोग भी आने लगे। और इसलिए मेक इन इंडिया या दुनिया में कहीं पर भी समझाना पड़े ऐसी स्थिति नहीं है। और मैं गुजरात सरकार को अभिनंदन करता हूं, उन्होंने अपनी प्रोग्रेसिव नीतियों के आधार पर गुड गवर्नेंस को बल देते हुए फॉरेन डायरेक्ट इन्वेस्टमेंट को अट्रैक्ट करने में बहुत ही अग्रिमता सिद्ध की है। गुजरात सरकार की पूरी टीम को इसके लिए मैं बहुत बहुत बधाई देता हूं। मेक इन इंडिया has celebrated its second anniversary recently. I am delighted to share that we have become the 6th largest manufacturing country in the world, up from 9th largest previously. Our gross value added in manufacturing has recorded a growth of 9% in 2015-16. This is much higher than the 5 to 6% growth in the previous 3 years. All this is helping us expand the job market and raise the purchasing power of our people, particularly middle class. But the real potential is even higher. To give you a few examples, India's food processing industry is expected to increase almost 5-fold in the next 10 years. No one can imagine. Similarly, India's low vehicle penetration makes it one of the world's most attractive auto market. At the government level, we have to ensure that our growth process is inclusive and embraces both rural and urban communities. क्योंकि भारत ऐसा देश है, हम गांव और शहर के बीच संतुलित विकास के पक्ष में हैं। हमारी नीतियों का लाभ गांव और शहर दोनों को समान रूप से मिलना चाहिए। और इसलिए हमारी योजना की प्रायोरिटी में भी गांव को भी उतना ही महत्व मिले। हर विकास की यात्रा का अंतिम बेनिफिट गांव गरीब किसान तक पहुंचे, ये हमारा प्रायोरिटी का रहने के कारण सारी नीतियों के केंद्र में उन बातों को हमने बल दिया है। वी आर कमिटेड टू एन इंडिया विद बेटर जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटीज, better income, better purchasing power, better quality of life, and better living standards. Friends, our development needs are huge. Our development agenda is ambitious. For instance, we want to provide a roof over every head. हर गरीब को घर होना चाहिए, अपना घर होना चाहिए और 2022 तक होना चाहिए. ये सपना लेकर के हम चल रहे हैं. We want to provide jobs to every hand. 800 million 35 से कम एज ग्रुप के इंडियंस जो एक प्रकार से युवा भारत है. 800 मिलियन यूथ जिनकी उम्र 35 से कम है. इन हाथ में हुनर हो, काम का अवसर हो, तो नया हिंदुस्तान हमारी आंखों के सामने बना करके खड़ा कर देंगे. ये विश्वास हिंदुस्तान के नौजवानों के प्रति मेरा है, हम सबका है और हम सबका जिम्मा भी है कि उस अवसर को हम दें. और हम अवसर दे सकते हैं. संभावनाएं भरपूर पड़ी है. वी वांट टू प्रोड्यूस एनर्जी that is cleaner. We want to build roads and railways faster. We want mineral exploration become greener. We want to build urban amenities that are sturdier. We want to see our quality of life getting better and better. We are taking a leap toward next generation infrastructure in both core and social sectors in both rural and urban areas. This includes freight corridors, industrial corridors, high-speed and metro rail projects, logistic parks, smart cities, coastal zones, regional airports, water, sanitation, and energy initiatives. Our per capita electricity consumption must rise. Even as we do so, we are committed to promoting renewable energy. We are keen to promote tourism in a big way, and this needs tourism infrastructure. जब मैं रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी की बात करता हूं, 175 गीगावाट. एक जमाना था हम मेगावाट की चर्चा करते भी डरते थे. आज देश गीगावाट के सपने देख रहा है. ये बहुत बड़ा बदलाव है. 175 गीगावाट रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी मिक्स, जिसमें सोलार हो, विंड हो, न्यूक्लियर हो, और दुनिया जो ग्लोबल वार्मिंग से परेशान है, उस विश्व को बचाने का सपना हमने भी देखा है. और हम भी 175 गीगावाट के कंट्रीब्यूशन से विश्व को ग्लोबल वार्मिंग से बचाने के उस संकल्प को पूरा करने में हिंदुस्तान अपनी नंबर 1 की भूमिका अदा करने के लिए कृत संकल्प होकर के आगे बढ़ रहा है. तब मैं पूरे विश्व को निमंत्रण देता हूं, आइए 175 गीगावाट रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी के क्षेत्र में इन्वेस्टमेंट के लिए स्काई द लिमिट. और हमारी पॉलिसीज आर वेरी प्रोग्रेसिव. और मुझे विश्वास है कि मानवता का भी ये काम है. जीवन की तरफ देखने का दृष्टिकोण बदलने का अवसर है. हमने 2 शताब्दी एक्सप्लॉइटेशन ऑफ नेचर के अंदर खपा दी है. अब हमारा दायित्व है कि आने वाली शताब्दियों को एक्सप्लॉइटेशन ऑफ नेचर के हमारे सोच में से बाहर ला करके हमारी नेचर को स्ट्रेंथन करने के बेसिक चीजों को लेकर के चलना इसका अवसर है. और उस बात को लेकर के हम चलेंगे तो हम अवश्य ही विश्व में एक बड़े परिवर्तन की संभावनाओं में बहुत बड़ी अहम भूमिका अदा कर सकते हैं. द टारगेट फॉर कंस्ट्रक्शन ऑफ रोड्स एंड लेइंग ऑफ रेलवेज have been increased manifold. India is going to emerge as one of the world's largest construction markets as it adds millions of homes. All these offers unprecedented opportunities for the investor community. Most of you can work with US in a number of areas, which includes from hardware to software, from soft skills to scientific temper, from defense system to cyber security, from medicine to tourism. I dare say that India alone offers the opportunities that could revival those of an entire continent. It offers today the possibilities of a full century, and we want to do all this in a calendar, greener and sustainable way. We are committed to protect the environment and uphold our responsibility towards nature. Ultimately, this is what India has stood for since ages. Welcome to India, the land of tradition and tranquility, the land of empathy and excitement, the land of experiment and enterprise, the land of openings and opportunities. Once again, I welcome you all and invite you to be part of India of today and India of tomorrow. I assure you that I will be available to hold your hands whenever required. Thank you. ગુજરાતના ભાઈઓ, આવજો.
जो वादे नहीं इरादे लेकर आए हैं, ऐसे माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी, आपका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद.